everyone, welcome back to my channel, DIY Decor. Today I have 3 spring and Easter crafts for you. So this first one is using this super sweet, adorable printable. I just Google searched Peter Rabbit free printable and I came up with this one. And I just cut it out as close to the outline as possible. I do end up cutting off the little bunny whiskers. And now I'm taking this glass plate. This is like the smaller salad plate. I can't remember if this came from the Dollar Tree or Walmart. Either way, I just peel the sticker off and I give it a good rub down with some rubbing alcohol just to clean it up, get rid of the smudges. And then using Mod Podge, I give the front of the picture a good coat of Mod Podge. And then I'm going to stick this to the underside of the plate, trying to smooth it out as best as I can. However, those edges are wrinkled up somewhat just because the plate is curved. But I was fine with that. And then I give it another coat of Mod Podge and then I cut off the excess paper. And then once that is dry, I'm going to come in with Waverly chalk paint color white and I give it a good coat, let that dry, give it another coat, let that dry. And then using this gold paint marker, I'm just going to take and trim the little rim of the plate with this gold marker. I just think this adds a just another touch. I think it actually looks really good with the picture as well. And here it is. Very simple, very easy, and oh so sweet. You guys let me know what you think. Now for this next craft, I'm going to use this hanging from the Dollar Tree. It was a chicken and then it had eggs hanging from it, and I just tore off 2 of the eggs from the little hanging and I peeled the paper off. One of the eggs, the paper was super easy to tear off, the other one not so much. But I'm taking Mod Podge again and I'm going to give the back side of the egg a coat of the Mod Podge, and then using this green gingham fabric. I'm absolutely in love with this fabric. I've had it for years. It come from my mom. I have no idea where it came from, but I absolutely love it. And I just press that onto the Mod Podge, and then the other egg, I do the same thing, except this time I'm going to use this orange gingham fabric. And I just make sure the edges are nice and pressed down and everything's going to stick. And then I cut off the excess fabric after it dries. Now, these are going to become chickens. So I have this little ice cream stick that one of my children had and they was going to throw it away, and I was like, no, don't stop, I might need it. I just cut the little curves off of both ends, but I cut them in a peak and then sand them, and these are going to become beaks for our chickens. Now, I want my chickens to have some feathers and some wings, so I'm going to use this orange fur that I got from Amazon. This is the same orange fur that I had used on my leprechaun gnome, if you guys saw that video. Anyway, I just snip off some pieces of the fur and we'll set that aside to put on top of the chicken's head later. And then right now, this little piece, I'm just cutting it in strips, and these are going to be the wings for the chicken. So I glue the beaks on. And then I glue the little pieces of fur to the back side of the chicken to represent feathers. And then these little strips that I cut those at an angle so that I can glue them on the sides of the chicken to represent wings. And then I take my scissors and I give everything a trim, and I trim the wings too. And then later I go back in and I thin those little wings out even more because they just look too thick to me. Now I want these chickens to be able to stand on their own, so I'm just going to use these small thick wood slices from the Dollar Tree. You get a bag of them, and I just take and drill 2 holes in each one of the little rounds. And then I'm going to take these small sticks that I also got from the Dollar Tree. I take 2, cut them in half so that I have 4, and these are going to be able to have our chicken to stand on their own and also end up being the chicken's legs. So I add some glue in the holes and stick my little sticks in so they're nice and secure. And then I add glue to the tops of the sticks and add my chicken. Now, my chickens needed eyes, so I'm taking some apple barrel in the color black, and I'm using this little dauber tool that I got from the Dollar Tree and adding eyes to the chickens, and here they are. You guys let me know what you think. Now for this last craft, I'm going to use this bunny treat bag. You see me painting it right now. I didn't like it. I mixed burnt umber and white, and my sponge was a little bit wet. Anyways, I didn't like the look of it, and I go back over it later. But I'm using this little treat bag. This is the one from Dollar Tree from several years ago. Now I also used one from last year as well. I don't like the bunny face on the one from last year. It's much bigger, and I just think the one on this one is a lot cuter. Anyways, I add some beans and rice to it just so that it can stand on its own. And then I fold the bag down twice and I clip out the tag. And now I'm going to take this little shopping bag, I cut it in half, and I stick half of it inside of the bag, and I add some hot glue so that our bag stays folded down. Then I add some hot glue to the bag, and I add some Spanish moss. Now I'm going to be making some carrot sacks. So I'm going to use these little carrots from the Dollar Tree. These are the smaller ones. And I'm going to tear out that paper grass at the top. You see when I do the first one, I actually snap the top of the carrot, but that's okay. I'll just add some hot glue and attach it back, and it's just fine. Now using my little awl, I just take and poke a hole inside the carrot. I want to make sure my boxwood top will fit in there. This boxwood, this is a pick from Walmart. It was 99¢, and I just snip off the little pieces to attach them inside my carrot. I use some hot glue to adhere the boxwood down inside the carrot, and these make some much better looking carrot tops for our carrots, and I do this to 3 of them. Now I stick 2 in the side, add some glue so that they will stay. And then the third carrot, I snip it in 2, add some hot glue, and stick it down in the center. So now I am taking a dry brush, this is my chip brush, and I'm taking that same burnt umber, just the burnt umber, and I am brushing all over our carrot sack. I do the tops, I do the sides, I do the bottoms, wherever there is a seam, and then on the bottoms I try to add a little bit more up on the sack, like closer around that bunny face, just to kind of dirty it up, make it look a little bit more rustic. And the last thing is some twine. I snip off a piece of twine and I tie it around the top of the bag. I do cinch it a little bit, add a little bow, get the bow nice and tight like I want it, snip off the little ends, and our carrot sack is completed. So this is the older sack, the one that you saw me working on. And this is the newer bunny sack. You guys let me know, which one do you like better? And here they are together. You guys let me know what you think of these little carrot sacks. I think they are cute, but what do you think? Thank you so much for watching my video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do that as well. And I will see you guys next time.